So the fourth is if you could live anywhere in this world, where would that be? Actually, my I have dreamed to be in Paris my whole life until when I met a second. Actually, Paris is my first, but then I get obsessed with the new country. I just discover myself, which is New Zealand. So I had rather choose, not that I don't like Paris or I don't love it that much for me to sacrifice Paris for something else, but Netherlands is something else, guys. The flowers. If you have ever been there or you have someone who is there, please comment in the comment section down below. Tell me the things you like about Netherlands and tell me the things you wish if you would leave. Also, like me asking myself this question: what will the first thing you will do if you will live in anywhere but other than Netherlands? Please comment in the comment section down below. We can skip this question so that we can communicate in the comment section, inshallah. So the fifth, I guess, what motivates you to work? Okay, I remember this day I was coming back from school. I and my friend, we were working. I mean, sorry, we're driving. I was driving, and all of a sudden something happened, and the car stopped moving. And you know, we were not, we're not mad at the first sight, and because we saw the mechanics just across the street. We can just pass by, and we try to make the car move until we reaches the mechanics, and we talk to them, and yeah, Rabbi, nobody looks at us. We've been waiting for minutes, and nobody would even pass by and said what happened. I opened the bonnet, and I was checking if I could do something. Just imagine how weird I am. I was checking if there is something wrong, and I tried to start the car, but it's not working the way it's supposed to be working. So my friend um talked to a mechanic like that, and he says we should open the where the battery is, because in my car the battery is supposed to be in the bonnet, but it's not in the bonnet, it's actually in the passenger seat. So we opened, and I told them that it's not a battery issue because the car starts normally. When car doesn't start, with my little experience, it means the issue is the battery. But when car is starting and you don't really know, so it's not the battery, it's something electrically related. So she talked to the mechanic, and nobody talked to us. So the moral of this lesson is, last they actually solved the problem, but they wasted our precious time, and we look useless at that moment because we are helpless, and we can't do it alone. I mean, we can't do it ourselves. We have to seek help from them, and they were unable to do it the way it's supposed to be done. Because I was thinking, as leaders, that we have gotten problem, maybe they should quickly respond to the problem, but then they were ignorant to it. And when I went home, I started to think to myself, I was like, okay, this is it. And the 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 whole process, I get triggered by what they did to me. And sometimes I get really motivated when something bad happened to me. And it doesn't have to be something bad, but when something like something that I needed it to happen to me, but it ended up not happening to me, I just feel sorry for myself sometimes. So I get motivated to work. Or when someone accused me for something I know better than him. Actually, we live in a world where, I'm not saying I'm better than anyone, but I just hope I should be better than the way I am. But the idea is, when someone tell you that you can do it, right? So I feel as if you should do it over and over again until when that person realizes that, okay, I actually started this, and this is where it is heading to. So when you just see that you're helpless to something and you can't help other than look, it motivates me. Just like the little scenario with the car issue. So when something bad happened to me, not extremely bad, but when something happened to me that it's not supposed to, like the way I expected it, I get motivated. And when I go to new places, meet new people, how they live their life and what they do and the things they say, I start to think to myself that okay, they are just of my age and they are, they are undergoing taxes that I'm supposed to also be undergoing. And why? What is happening? So I get motivated, like I'll be triggered, I'll be thinking a lot of ideas will be flowing, and then I'll come up with a great idea. Just like this YouTube overthink, it was through something that triggered me, and here I am. So the next is, what is your biggest fear? Okay, my biggest fear, to be honest, is I know that we're not going to live forever, but my biggest fear is, if you don't know this, I already lost my dad from 5 years ago. 5 years ago, yeah. Sorry, 4 years ago. Not that I'm forgotten. I'm mixing an event that happened. Oh, few months to my dad's you know, few months before my dad passed away. So I'm complicating the two of them. My dad passed away 4 years ago, and which is a very, 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 you know, stuff for a lot. So my biggest fear is not waking up to see my mom near me. Yeah, that's my biggest fear. I know that is constant and we will die sooner or later. But then my biggest fear is not, waking up next to my mom. It doesn't have to be in the same house. Even if I, have the chance to at least call her and make sure that she's happy, she's healthy, it means a lot to me. But the moment I can't do any of that, that's my greatest fear in life. Yeah, maybe I just, wish I die before she do, because not that I wouldn't take it, but that is going to be massive. So the next is, who is your hero? Of course, my dad. My dad is my hero, and I'm so proud of him. And I know that he will also be proud of me if only he will come back to life. He have a positive influence towards me and towards what I have accomplished. Even though I haven't accomplished a lot, but Alhamdulillah, I can speak, I can talk, and you guys can understand what I'm saying. So he is my super fan, and he's my hero. And the next question says, who was and who is. So let's go with what I wrote. Who was your first crush? Okay. You know Neymar, the footballer. He was my first crush, and he will ever be my crush. I mean, he will forever be my crush. Yeah, I don't know why I like him. I adore him, and I know that he doesn't know about my existence, but he is so cute, mashallah. And I don't just know, Allah put this thing inside of our hearts that once you love or like someone, you don't know the reason for what you do. So I just like him for no reason. I'm not a very big fan of watching football or knowing all this football of a team or the ball itself in general. I don't know anything about them. I just know the faces. Somehow I don't even know their names. But Neymar Jr. has been my crush, or was my crush, and he will maybe be my crush until maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So the second to the last, if you could meet anyone in the world, alive or dead, who would that be? Of course, my dad and my best friend. She also passed away a few years back. I would love to meet them again. Yeah. So the first question that I have been avoiding from you is, what is the best day of your life? I will lie to you. The best day of my life is when I graduated from when I finished my undergraduate, and the day I was writing my last paper, you know, I woke up late. I woke up late, not late, but compared to the timing I have been waking up. And my mom was in the kitchen making breakfast, and she asked if I wouldn't take anything. I told her that I am already late. Before I could reach to school, they might have started the exams. And she was like, okay, okay, just rush, even if it's a cup of Lipton, I should take it. And she was so happy that I wasn't even happy myself. She was so happy that I am finally writing my final paper. And I don't know what happened. She just started, you know, tears started dropping from her eyes. She was crying so bad, and I was like, yeah, Rabbi, what happened? And she said she's so happy for me that, oh, should she just stop what she's doing and she could, go to school with me? And I was like, yeah, Rabbi, no, 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 no. You don't have to do that. Then I was, my cousin was staying with me, and if you're listening to this, Shahad, I'm referring to you. She was with me, and she was supposed to go to school, but she decided not to go to school. She had to, go to my school, and when I'm done writing my paper, and we could celebrate together. And my mom was so happy, happier than I am even, and she was like, okay, okay, if only I told her that this is how things work, she could have prepared for this big day, and she would cook for us, and we'll go to school, celebrate, and do stuff. So in short, that was the happiest. I've forgotten what happened when I was um, a teenager. Yeah, I used to think maybe secondary school. After secondary school, it was the happiest day of my life, but no, that day was the happiest day of my life. I went out crying so bad. It wasn't a sorrow tears. It was a joyful tears. So yeah, guys, that is it for today, and inshallah, I will make sure that every now and then I upload, and I hope you find this video interesting. I know I can be very boring sometimes. I'm still learning, so you should please consider. And please, 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 if you're new here, I can see a lot of you that have subscribed are not watching my videos, and a lot of you watching are not liking my videos and commenting. If there is any content you want to see from me, please comment in the comment section down below, and we could talk about stars, and we could share ideas and do a lot of things that will benefit you and I just hope that this journey is going to be a beautiful journey together, inshallah. So bye.